Detroit Become Human. Characters. Tier list. Little disclaimer. If you disagree with any of the positions on the tier list, leave a comment. Your voice is important and I value your opinion. If you disagree with this, you smell like spice, you have lice, you got no vice to roll the dice. In other words, you're a maidenless poo stain. Oh my gosh, it's about to make me tear up already. Like in every hero's journey, you have the sensei that comes in and teaches the main character right from wrong, good from bad, teaches him his values and what to do in a hard situation. And that's what Carl did. He came in and did the right thing. He was honestly such a perfect human, but he also had the task of dying. It just hurt so much more because Carl was such a perfect human. He did nothing wrong. He basically took Marcus in as his own son. The line between animatronic and actual son wasn't even there. He just took him in. And for that reason, my friend, you're in Giga Chad. You deserve it. You're a perfect human. You deserved a better life. Probably had a good one, but still, I'm just trying to make up excuses so I don't cry. Oh, I honestly forgot about this guy. I blocked him out of my head after what he did to my boy. Leo has got to be one of my top 3 least favorite characters, and that's non-negotiable. After what he did to my boy, there's no redemption from that. And yes, he was a spoiled, rotten kid, and sometimes that's probably the parents' fault. Okay, 99% of the time that's the parents' fault, but still. Honestly, I don't find any redeeming qualities in Leo. I don't know if that's just a mean thing to say, but it's kind of true. There's no scenes in the game where he actually redeems himself. Even Todd has a scene where he redeems himself. I was going to put him in Amy Schumer, but this category is just so much more fitting of this type of person. Such a manlet of a human. He genuinely just deserves to be in this category. Oh, you don't like guns and prefer to be an absolute pacifist? You guys are so pissed right now. America, fuck yeah! So honestly, I had a huge crush on this girl, as well as 99% of other dudes watching this video. I can confirm, sorry to let the cat out of the bag, boys, but I just had to say it. The thing that sucked, though, was 99% of the things I did in that game, she did not like. I did a pacifist round my first playthrough, and it was an absolute shambles. I thought I knew how to talk to a woman before playing this game, and this furthers my belief that I'm even farther from that goal than I was beforehand. Women are a mystery, and this game furthers my belief in that. I was just trying to be a pacifist guy, not trying to raise any violence, and she is like full blown, we need to kill these guys, no exceptions. And I'm like, okay, but I really like you, but like, I'm trying to be a nice guy and I don't know what to do. I'm not a simp, I swear. Good old Todd. Clearly this guy has his problems. And I'm not trying to defend him. Honestly, he's a scumbag of a human. Beats his own kid, even though she's a robot. But still, that's a horrible thing to do. Not a huge fan of Todd. Not even a little. To play devil's advocate, though, he actually has somewhat of a redemption in the end if you go down the path of not stealing the lady and the husband's bus tickets. He doesn't rat you out if you do it the right way. So, I don't know, he kinda does have a redemption arc, but Amy Schumer. Okay, Ralph, super hard to like at first. Even though he's really creepy and kinda scary in the beginning, he just wants to be a dad. He kind of did force his way into being a dad, though, or at least trying to in the beginning. After you get past him almost killing Kara and holding Alice to gunpoint, just shove that aside like it never happened, he actually is just a really troubled android. And honestly, he probably had his reasons. The humans did beat him up a lot. But I think he was actually a really good character for his circumstance. He definitely drove the story along, even though he's batshit crazy. Still a good person. He honestly comes through in so many different ways. He saves Kara in so many different situations. I genuinely think Ralph is a really good character. Honestly, he's going in Chadlet. Okay, I debated adding this one in, but this is the host, Chloe. She kind of is like the narrator for the whole game. I don't know if she's technically like an actual character. I guess she was in the one scene with Kamski, even though there was like 8 of them. She's kind of just offered up as like a sacrifice if Connor wants to get his information. Honestly, not a whole lot of relevance in the story. She's kind of just there. I feel bad rating her one way or the other. She's kind of just there. I'll give her the semi-Chad just because I feel bad. Although, you know that test you had to take? The little survey that she gives out while you're playing the game? And you know that one question? Yeah. Okay, this next opinion is definitely 100% biased. I honestly love Daniel. He made one of the best introductions to a video game I have ever played. I don't even have to talk anymore. Honestly, I'm already putting him in Giga Chat. Thank you for your sacrifice. You will be remembered. And this introduction honestly just hooked me in that much faster. It could have just been the introduction. just been Connor's whole storyline and I would have been satisfied. This is one of my favorite games ever, easily top 3. Next up is Kamski. Obviously a really smart guy, but clearly pretty malicious at heart. Just looking back at the test he made Connor take, that's all I really have to say. Making him do that kind of showed his true colors. And for that reason, honestly, you're manlet. Making someone kill something for information is just downright awful. Okay, clearly we gotta have some lows before we have some highs. Enter stage, Gavin Reed. If you like this guy, you're a psychopath. That's pretty non-negotiable. This guy is literally put in the story to be mean. He definitely adds to the story in giving drama and adding to Connor and Hank's character, but he's just not that guy. I don't like him. He's an awful human. Like I said, you gotta experience the lows to have the highs with some of these characters. So therefore, manlet. I almost forgot. This pretty much goes alongside with it, but Lieutenant Perkins, Hank said it pretty well.
Perkins, you fucking cocksucker!
Next up, Zlatko. Most of you guys are going to hate him, but I think his mission was genuinely really fun. One of my favorite Alice and Kara missions. Alice and Kara 99% of the time in the game are running away from some form of the police. It was kind of interesting to have them in an actual life and death scenario versus just going to prison or getting decommissioned. This was more like, oh, if I don't get out of here, my insides are going to be on my outsides. So it was pretty fun to finally have a change. Even though Zlatko is an awful person, but his mission made for the game to be so much funner. He's not Amy Schumer level, but I think I'm going to put him at the top of manlet. I honestly don't have much to say about the next two. They're honestly lovely people, they helped Kara get across the border, they're just really nice humans. In terms of me actually liking their character though, they weren't my favorite, but they definitely weren't bad. I just think they were middle of the road characters, just to help the story move along. Oh, the Connor copy. This was one of the most intense scenes of the whole game. I loved this so much. It was pretty obvious, though, that they were going to do something like this. Connor clearly wasn't the only version that they made. Each time he died, he had to come back and have his memory implanted in somebody. So as soon as he was deviant, they just make a new one. This scene was so stressful, though. Whenever I'm put under a stressful situation, I just freeze up, and I was surprised I was able to keep the actual Connor alive. Fake Connor versus balls to the walls deviant Connor was honestly such a good idea. I'm gonna put him in Chadlet and I don't even feel bad. My hands down favorite character, no compromises. I've never seen such a better character arc for anybody in any video game. Even if you choose for Connor not to go deviant, Hank in the end still comes through and tries to talk Connor down, fighting for what's right and doing what he believes in. It shows that people can change. He hated androids in the beginning, but then warms up to him later in the game. It just shows the power of emotions. And for the better part, if you choose to have a good ending and Connor is an actual deviant, the Connor and Hank bromance is one of the best I've ever seen. And to top it all off, there's nothing better than the ending where Hank and Connor meet up at the burger joint and have one last hug. One of the best endings to a movie I have ever seen. And no, I didn't cry. Trust me, I didn't. Trust. Okay, maybe a little. No, this can't hold up, Alright, we made a new level. It's the only person that's gonna be in there, because he deserves it. Aw, the Jerrys are next. Easily the most wholesome characters in the whole series. I don't think they've ever done anything wrong. They're just such wholesome androids, and I love them so much. Easily a free Chadlet. There's literally nothing wrong about these characters, plus there's like 70 of them. The way that they ended up winning me over is the one scene where they bring over Alice to the carousel. It's just so cute. It was one of the better parts of the game and resonated with me even till months after playing the game. Oh, baby, it's happening. Connor's up there easily in my top 3 of characters. I don't know about you guys, but I personally loved his story. Being able to be a detective in this type of scenario was so much fun. With actually having the chance of not being able to catch somebody added to the story so much more. I knew I instantly loved this character from the intro scene. Just the way he walks away after completing his mission gave me chills. Then after that, you follow this character through his whole entire dilemma. And for me personally, I made him a deviant. I feel like that's what he should have done. I feel like that's what everybody would have done. But hey, to each their own. That's personally my favorite ending out of the game. And honestly, I just couldn't get enough of the Hank and Connor bromance. Out of the 3 main characters, hands down my favorite. You could easily tell that this character was divided from the start. Torn between what he should do and what he was programmed to do. For that reason, it's not even a question. Easily a Giga Chad. Marcus up next. depending on how you want to play this game, being a radical leader and using nothing but force, or if you want to be a pacifist and think that dialogue is the option, you can choose either path. And whichever way you choose, Marcus delivers that perfectly. He's such a well-rounded character and honestly just is Robo-Jesus. Pretty much just RA9. I don't think I can pick my favorite between Marcus and Kara. They're both really good characters. All three of them are going in Giga Chad. All the main characters in this game deserve nothing less. The only thing I don't like about Marcus is that if this happened in real life, it would be shut down immediately. There ain't no Android uprising. It would be squashed within, I don't know, minutes. AI are just so much smarter than us. It wouldn't even be a challenge for them to take over. So that's why it's not really realistic, but hey, makes for a good story. I loved it. One of my favorite games, hands down. This leads me into Kara. She also easily is in the Giga Chad level. She's a wonderful mom. Even though she's literally had no parenting skills whatsoever, she just picked it up on the spot and was an absolute Chad with it. Her story is really emotionally driving too. Her and Alice make a great combo. Even later you have Luther in the mix and just makes for one big happy family. No. I'm pretty sure 99% of us killed this guy on our first playthrough. He is kind of a pansy 99% of the game because he just wants to hide and flee. He's just kind of a semi-Chad. Kinda eh. That's everybody. If you disagree, leave a comment, join the Discord, and let me know. Thanks for watching.